Yo, what's going on, guys? So on the screen, as you can see, we have Fat Princess. Now this game is very old. If you're new to Sony, you will not know this game because it came out in 2010, which isn't that old. I don't know why I said very old. It's not that old, but it is early in the PS3's life. I'm not exactly sure when PS3 was announced, but I know that this was one of the first, small games that was $15. Because at this time, indies weren't completely taking over the whole Sony universe, and there were just a few. Because this was made by Sony Santa Monica, which is a side part of Sony that makes games, and so this was one of the games they made, and this was a very successful game they made. Before I get into what the game is and how it's played and the mechanics of it, I'm gonna get straight into what this video is talking about. Now, if you have watched E3 at all, or you've seen anything about it, if you actually watched it, you've heard of this. If you just were looking at updates from certain sites, you might not have caught this. In the coming months or weeks, there will be 6 free-to-play games coming to Vita, PS3, I think, and PS4, and they'll all be free, like I said. One of these games is Fat Princess, a piece of cake. Now, this is not the typical Fat Princess game you're looking at right now. It's sort of a iPhone game, because it is out on the iPhone right now, and it's sort of like that game called No Heroes Allowed. It's sort of in that sense like that game. So it's not an actual Fat Princess game. When I first saw it, it kind of turned me off. I got excited because I was like, wait a second, if they're bringing that back, that'd be awesome onto the Vita, because it is coming to the Vita. That's what I saw, and I was like, if they're bringing back the Fat Princess series and putting it on the Vita, that'd be amazing, because the game is a really fun game. It's a perfect portable game. But I started reading into it and I saw what it was, and I was like, I kind of turned it off right from the start. But I was looking into it, I was like, you know what? That might be kind of fun. It's free, like why not? It might be a little fun game. And then, well, I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts were after I first read like what was going on with it. When I first read it, I was like, that's kind of cool, little phone game, and keep me busy at certain times. And I was like, whatever. And then I started looking into it, and as I was sitting at work today, I saw a tweet, and it was from Sony Santa Monica, and they were basically advertising it. They go, I'll show you the tweet right now. They're like, "Cake, Fat Princess piece of cake arrives early in Canada first. Learn more," and it gives you a link. And I was just doing it as a joke, and I tweeted, I go, "Give me the game now" in the US. Like, I didn't mean to sound like a dick like that. I was just joking around. I didn't think he's gonna actually reply. And he replies, and he goes, "Not too far off, but not yet." And that made me think, oh, maybe it's coming soon, because on that link it says in Canada it's already out, and it's been on the iOS for a little bit now. So I was like, it shouldn't be, it's like, it shouldn't take too long to get on the Vita. So I was like, what's taking so long? And I go, I'll be waiting. And I go, any hopes on a new Fat Princess game on PS4/Vita? He goes, Fat Princess piece of cake is a step toward extending the Fat Princess universe to create a brand new experience for everyone. So when I first read this, I jumped to a conclusion, and then I read that article a little bit more, and it started to make sense to me, honestly. So basically what's going on is, I think what he's saying is, they're starting to slowly rebuild the Fat Princess name, so people are aware of the game. Like I said, this game came out in 2010, 4 years ago, and it's probably forgotten by some people and not even known by others. So what they're trying to do is just make awareness, show you guys Fat Princess, because in this free-to-play game, Fat Princess Piece of Cake, if you get to level 15, I don't know exactly how the levels work, but if you get to level 15, they'll give you Fat Princess for free on the PS3. So that's like saying, oh, we're gonna try and get people to play the game now so they understand the game, and whenever they understand it, we get a lot of people playing it, then we'll make a new one that people get excited for it. That's just what I think they're trying to do. That's just my idea, of course I'm just making an assumption. So yeah, that's basically what this main video was about. I think that they might be trying to revive it, the Fat Princess name, and they'll be putting it on the PS4. Maybe they can add new classes and put on the Vita too, because this game also was on the PSP, but I don't think it did very well, mainly because I didn't even know about it on the PSP until a while, and then I got it and I played it for a little bit, but no one really played it. It wasn't very well advertised. That's what I think. But yeah, so that's basically. So now I'll explain Fat Princess. First off, the name Fat Princess comes because the main kind of way to score is stealing the other team's princess. And the reason why it says Fat Princess is because a strategic way to let them not steal it is to be giving her cake, a whole bunch of cake, and she'll get fat. Whenever she gets fat, whenever you try to steal her, you'll be carrying her and she'll be real heavy and you'll be walking slow. Whenever you're walking slow, it gives the other team time to come up, catch you, kill you, and then bring the princess back to their own base. So that's why it's called Fat Princess. If you did or did not know, the latest basically time they've used the minions in Fat Princess was in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which Fat Princess was the main character, or was a character in the game. And some people are wondering why they use Fat Princess, not a minion. It's because the main game is based around the princess, and it would be weird to have a little minion. He doesn't have that many attacks. That's the problem. They have to just start making up stuff. But for if they use the Fat Princess, all they have to do is give her a wand, then she has some melee attacks. Everything else will be used with the knights. Now, the game is based upon, like I said, those minions, and you're a minion, you're trying to save the princess. And there's classes, there's a mage, priest, archer, and the warrior. With another class, which I forgot to mention, is the engineer, but he isn't really attacking. He's the person that, if you heard before, it would be like, the mage has been upgraded. What he does is he collects resources, he puts it in the base, puts it into these machines that are pooping out the hats, and he upgrades them. When you upgrade them, the class gets better. So, for example, the warrior starts off with a sword and a shield, and then when you upgrade it, he also gets this big lance. And you can switch between both weapons, and it just helps. The lance is for longer range, so when people try to run away, you can get them easier. And something for like the archer, he goes from just a bow and arrow to a shotgun, which is stronger and for closer range, and just helps him overall. The engineer can also collect or build doors. After you put enough resources into the machines, you automatically can go build doors. So you just keep upgrading stuff and you'll build doors, and helps for protection to protect your princess. On the screen you can see I'm a ninja, and you've seen giants, and I don't know if I showed it, but in some of the gameplay I recorded I was a pirate as well. Those were like, I think it was DLC. I cannot remember exactly if I bought it or if it was free, but I know it was added on content. You saw I picked up like a magical wizard hat, and I could toggle between a ninja, my pirate, and that giant. Those were added in, like those aren't official classes in the game. And that's basically what Fat Princess is. It's not very, what is the word? It's not very complicated. It's just strategical, kind of. If you have no engineer, then you're gonna lose right away. If you have no one being an engineer, you're gonna lose right away. If you have no one being a priest, because they heal you, you're gonna lose right away, because you're just gonna die real quick. And if you have no one offensive, no one's gonna steal the princess, and that's just talking. It's like about balance. If you have a balanced team, then that's when you're gonna win. So that's basically what Fat Princess is. It's very fun. It's pretty addictive, and I hope they do bring it back. They revamp it, they put it on the Vita, and they just make it better than it is right now. So other than that, if you guys want more Fat Princess gameplay, make sure you comment and let me know. And like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.